Fast, it will be furious, and this is the 20th time they will have played each other. So when you look at the head-to-head, it has been a Players' Championship semi-final, a match that Kim Huybrechts won. It has been a match on the European Tour stage. Twice, Kim Huybrechts won them both. They've played each other twice in 2026. Kim Huybrechts has won them both. So you would think it would be advantage Kim Huybrechts, but when you look at the way in the career of Jermaine Wattimena, he's 17th now in the Order of Merit and provisionally ranked and seeded for the World Grand Prix. He's a player who's himself has reached 2 finals in the Players' Championships in 2026. We called the last game very, very difficult to call. Dan Dawson, the introduction to this one is very similar.
Yeah, absolutely is. Kim Huybrechts, you know, we were talking about him. We've been talking about him all the way through this year, about how he suddenly burst into life and playing some really good stuff. But Jermaine Wattimena has just been consistently at a very, very good level for a very long while now. Wow, what an opening dart that was.
64.
The third one, he got it right. Rescued the visit. Worth remembering as well, he's just outside the seeded spot, so he's one of those dangerous floaters in the draw for the match play. He's been given James Wade. Now, that looks like a horrible draw.
60.
I think it's a horrible draw for both of them. And Jermaine Wattimena got closer than anyone to stopping Luke Littler at the match play last year. He's been in a major final of the European Championship. He's going to be in everything, apart from the sort of invitational ones, you know, the World Series events and the Premier League. But he could really do some damage in one of these big TV tournaments. Maybe it's the match play, maybe it's the Grand Prix mentioned, maybe it's the European Championship again.
Yeah, and he has that confidence to back that up as well. But like I say, he has history with Kim, so I just think in this match alone, he just has to focus on his job. He's a very rhythm and feel player. He's ultra quick as Jermaine.
57.
Once he gets that rhythm going, he's very, very difficult to stop him. You can see right behind there, I mean, barely Kim Huybrechts has got the darts out, and
43.
Jermaine's thrown that first dart. So Kim's quite cute when it comes to things like that. He'll adjust his pace, his rhythm to the game. But I have to agree with you, you know, Kim Huybrechts, it's very difficult to be on the real upper echelon of your game and then to go down and then back up. But he seems to be doing that as Wattimena looks at this 154.
98.
Yeah, huge respect for anybody who does sort of like tumble down the rankings and then rebuild. I think probably the best example I can think of was the great Robert Thornton, who did that. Lovely setup from Huybrechts. It may not matter. It does not matter. 18 darts are good enough for Jermaine.
Yeah, it was a wild first dart in that leg from Jermaine Wattimena, but quite beautiful last dart there, and he realised the importance of that one. And he can be all over this.
134.
Winner of this to face Bunting or Joyce. That's one of the games we've got on the way this evening. In fact, it's the opening game this evening.
180.
Lovely bit of bouncing back from Huybrechts after that poor opening visit.
96.
Yeah, there's been a few games today where the rhythm's been fairly sedate. This one you just felt it was going to be really, really quick. I suppose with any match with a machine gun, it's going to be.
And look, the first 3 games of today, all right, Damon Heta played some decent stuff in spells, particularly towards the end of the game to beat Robbo in.
58.
But real struggles to Decker Schmidt and Woodhouse Horvath. And you just got the feeling, with it being so bakingly hot and horrible in here, maybe we're not going to see anybody play their best. But Danny Noppert and Sebastian Białowski really did turn up this afternoon. And these two have the capability of producing something similar.
Yeah, it was a beauty. Białowski looked as cool as a cucumber.
Give me a call, 170.
Both down to a finish. Not to be for Huybrechts. Decides to stay upstairs. Thought that was a decent enough marker.
49.
Once again, the door's ajar for Wattimena.
Yes. Couldn't get the second treble.
137. Give me a call, 121.
Needs the treble 17. I said, is it advantage Huybrechts looking at the head-to-head? This double 8 goes, it's a 2-0 lead for Wattimena.
Game shot the second leg. Jermaine Wattimena.
A brace of 18 darters. Good enough. 2-0
Third leg,
Wattimena.
Jermaine to go first.
Yeah, certainly a scratch in the head of Kim Huybrechts. And you talked about that improvement. Well, we've got a shot early of the Sheriff,
123.
Eric Claris, and he seems to be with Kim an awful lot with his travels, clearly working with him as well. So when you're looking for a little bit of experience in your corner, gets no
60.
better than that man in the blue t-shirt there. Proper legend of the game.
I get your opinion on this because I've asked him about Eric Claris.
140.
And he said, look, there's not really much technical going on. He basically gives me a kick up the backside, gets me on the practice board, and it has got my attitude right. Now, you're very much an advocate for the space between the ears is as important, if not more important, than any of the technical side of things. You're a darts coach yourself.
95.
I mean, if you got given Kim Huybrechts at the start of the year, I mean, is there anything you change other than his mental aspect?
Absolutely. I mean, I know Kim a long while, and the only thing parallel I can give you is the fact that
81.
Ryan
Jermaine
Joyce was quite
143.
open, that I worked with him going into Alec Pally. I wasn't changing anything technically.
65.
It's an awful lot about what's going through my mind, similar to the conversation we had about Mighty Decker earlier.
Jermaine across 78.
And he's going to need some mental strength here if Jermaine Wattimena makes it 3-0.
38. Kim Nicol 160.
Yeah, Kim needs something special right now. He's taking his time. He knows the importance of this. Needs to find that first treble.
Just consistently a little low on that treble 20,
40.
Kim Huybrechts.
Jermaine
Only
Nicol,
knocks 40 off that.
Game shot the third
Jermaine
leg.
Wattimena,
Jermaine
6 visit
Wattimena.
legs exclusively in
Fourth
this
leg,
match so
Kim
far.
to go first.
All of them going to Jermaine Wattimena, and Kim Huybrechts is yet to have a dart at double.
Yeah, you talked about yesterday that a lot of the players have been looking at the rankings as we start
57.
thinking about the Players' Championships, in particular the World Grand Prix. Well, a victory here for Kim Huybrechts would have provisionally, for now, put him in that World Grand Prix position. Nico Springer has something to say about that later on today. Suddenly it becomes that little bit of weight on your shoulder that, I guess the most important thing is just to focus on the match in hand.
86.
Yeah, he's not here this weekend, but he had another good couple of Euro Tour qualifiers this week. Cristo Reyes, the great Spaniard, he's in a provisional Grand Prix spot.
Yeah, Dan McCarthy mentioned that in the previous game as well. It's just great to see how well he's playing.
If you get, I mean, look, getting to the
96.
match play is so very difficult in your first year. You did it, didn't you? You just, yeah, by winning a title quite early on.
140.
Was it 2 before the match play?
Yeah.
Well done, you.
Didn't I win 2 in the first 3 weeks?
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
Something like that.
I was there. I tried to block it out. But I think it's even harder now to get to the match play in your first year. But if you get to the Grand Prix in your first year on the tour,
92.
that is
Jermaine 41.
Potentially 11 darter here. Quite beautiful, Jermaine Wattimena.
Jermaine Wattimena.
The introduction to this game is that was going to be a real tough assignment
leg,
against
Jermaine
Kim
to go
Huybrechts. Kim
first.
Huybrechts was playing some really good stuff. He had it very easy last night, Kim, in a 6-1 victory over Samuel Price. But you can just see there,
139.
16 darter lead 3-0, and then a just quite beautiful 11 darter to advantage Jermaine Wattimena.
85. $100.
oh, look at those first 9 numbers. No wonder he's leading this 4-0.
58. $98.
It's an incredible stat, isn't it? And just to back it up as well, I mean, he hasn't had a darter double yet, Kim Huybrechts. He's looking over to his friends and family there to say, what can I do?
58. Jermaine Nicol,
Pure domination
164.
right now.
51.
Went looking for the bullseye that would have squared it off at 100, but Wattimena looks like he's got time. Again low with that dart at the treble 20.
93. Jermaine Nicol, 113.
94 points left. But just look at the score that Kim
97.
Huybrechts is on, 207. Dreamland at the moment for Jermaine.
Look, Huybrechts has not had a good time of it in this game, but beating Kim
Jermaine
Huybrechts
class
without
16.
allowing him to have a dart at double is some accolade. And that might be happening. 5-0 Wattimena. This is a rout.
It's just that rat-a-tat style. And it's almost like when you stood behind him, you're trying to stop him rather than concentrate on what you do best. Better.
Well, the notoriously fiery Kim Huybrechts not even bothering to celebrate that. Wattimena fires one right back at him.
It's too hot to celebrate, Dan.
41.
Bad day at the office for the Hurricane.
A great day at the office for the machine gun.
Short day at the office at this rate. Only been playing 9 minutes.
I'll just be finishing my first leg now before you say it.
32. Jermaine
Just looks at beaten play, just wants to get off that stage, but not to discredit this incredible performance from Jermaine Wattimena. It feels better than a 96. It's just been a pure demolition job.
Wattimena potentially 2 darts away from a spot in the final day and £5,000 in ranking money, which he would have earned in less than 10 minutes work.
89.
Glenn Durrant rates that.
Not bad if he can get it. Might need a bullseye here from Kim Huybrechts. He went safe with a second.
54.
The only dart at double he's had in the game. And it was his last dart in the game because Jermaine Wattimena